Phantasm-Ravager from 2016. Now this is
You voted.
This is the fifth movie in the Phantasm franchise. Before we go any further in it, what other ones have you seen them all?
Seen one.
I've went from one to this one.
Yeah,
So,
as did I.
I feel like I'm missing a lot of things. They seem to reference the other films on a regular basis throughout this one.
I didn't feel lost. I think they do a good job at the beginning, although...
I was lost when I watched the first one. Still probably don't understand what exactly...
Although it's cheesy as shit, the way they do the beginning with like the walking down a dirt road narrating the last 5 movies. It's cheesy as shit. I appreciate it because I've only watched one. And so
2 and 3 are great.
I felt caught up.
I don't remember 4 at all.
I saw an article that just said that 3 and 4 are movies you shouldn't miss if you haven't watched them. So they must hidden gems.
Maybe I didn't watch 4.
See, I still don't think I understand what happened in the first one. This summary isn't going to tell you anything. The final installation of the Phantasm series. So that's it.
That's the summary?
That's all it had on IMDb. And so first of all, can anybody explain what is happening in Phantasm? In the realm of Phantasm, there's the tall man who is a
alien type guy.
Magician? A magic guy?
Alien.
Necromancer.
Alien type guy.
And he has minions that look like fucking from Star Wars, Jared. What are those things?
Oh, Jawa?
Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Tusken Raiders.
Tusken Raiders? Or the little ones?
There's both, really, in this movie.
I was thinking the little people in cloaks. Those look like Jawas.
Well, whenever the good guys come in, the team of good guys with the midget, they are dressed very much like Tusken Raiders, I thought.
Yeah. I was thinking at the end when everybody was in brown cloaks.
Those things that's
Jawas.
that were in the first one were like Jawas. I always thought. But
yeah, it just takes place across different dimensions.
Yeah, basically, they've used the same cast too in all the movies, right?
Yeah. And the main guy is kind of, you see him dipping in and out of.
Yeah, there's 2
alternate dimensions. There's more than 2. There's one where he's on the dirt road. There's one where he's in the.
No, the tall man and then the bald dude.
Oh,
from the original.
And the from the original, that boy is the guy. Mike.
Oh yeah.
He's he's right. They're old as fuck now, man. But I guess there was a big gap there because the first one was late 70s, right?
Yeah.
So it's written by Don Coscarelli, who's done all of these. He also wrote Bubba Hotep.
Did he write this?
Yeah, it said he did. That's the only. Well,
I guess he has to have a writing credit, but I don't.
Well, maybe it was David Hartman.
I have 4 writers, but he's not one of them.
Oh, I don't. I only have 2.
No, I don't. I'm still on Blood Harvest. Actually, I don't even have notes for this freaking movie.
I have the Tiny Tim carried this movie.
I ain't ready to move on yet. I like the movie.
Tiny Tim did a good job.
I was just getting ready to say that.
The thing I think was weird about this movie is in the Phantasm movies there are these orbs. Is that what they're called? The orbs?
Sure. Spheres.
These metal spheres that have like spikes on them, and they stick people in the head and drill. And I think they looked better in the 70s, right? Did you guys think that? The CGI was whack. Except for when the horse gets killed. That was goddamn great. That was one of the best things I watched in this whole series of movies. That we watched.
What'd he say? I seen you put up
He said, dude, I got some bad news about your horse. Because this thing just stabs it in the head. It's a CGI horse. Man, talk about CGI animals. We had quite a few in this bunch. Yeah, it's... I like this movie. I had fun with it. It seemed like an 80s action movie. Is it just me, or did the dude have a fucking katana in his backpack that he never once used?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw a katana. Is it a katana? A hobich?
It's Mater.
To a katana?
Matra.
It kept saying Mater. It says Mater on the screen.
But I swear he had a fucking katana. He never pulled it out. Angus Scrimm is great when you get that nice long scene with him in the middle where they're in like the white room. And then when he pulls the Matrix shit where he multiplies himself. highlights for this movie: Reggie's pony knob. There's a steampunk midget named Chunk. The soundtrack is by the dude that did Dragon's Lair and Space Ace. He also did all the other Phantasm movies, but how about that?
There you go.
He did a lot of shit. The guy that did the soundtrack did those movies. He did Swamp Thing, Ticks, Phantasm 3, Monsters, all this shit. Walker, Texas Ranger. That fucking katana, man. I couldn't get past it. I mentioned it twice in here. Has he used it in past movies? That's what I asked, because he's carrying it around. Oh man. Anyways, the ending was really cool, except for the bothersome video game style CG background, whatever it was. It just seemed old. 6 out of 10. I think I need to watch the other films. Maybe it would.
Yeah, one. I guess maybe the reason why you didn't even understand much of what was going on, even without watching the other ones, is there's not much of a story to this one. Like 1 through 3 is really good. I can't remember 4 at all. Maybe I haven't seen 4, but I definitely go back and check 1 through 3. This one, compared to those, is garbage. Like, this was so disappointing. This was my pick to throw up for people to vote on. I was like, yes, I'll watch another Phantasm movie. So 4 is either okay or maybe it sucks and I just haven't seen it. But this one, compared to the others, are garbage. I don't even know really what to say. I mean, there was nothing that really happened.
Did you have?
I mean, he's riding around in a car.
Could you tell what was real and what was fake, or what was his imagination? Because I had a really hard time.
I believe the idea that nothing is fake.
Everything,
like when the tall man says, "I'm in 10,000 different dimensions," you couldn't even understand. Like, I believe this is just kind of a more from that concept of it is. He is what his workings that he's working. He's doing from many different dimensions across parallel universes, and what you see is this guy in these 4. Is it 4?
I don't know.
4 to 5. There's the one where there's the one where he's in the hospital and has dementia. Mike says he has dementia. There's the post-apocalyptic world. There's the one where he's driving down the dirt road. Seems like there's another one. But you see him, like, he seems to be the only one doing it, though. But, like, his consciousness is flowing, through different dimensions, kind of chasing the tall man.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of them are fake. These are just all different outcomes in different dimensions. In one, they blew the tall man up, and then in another one,
it's a cat mouse game, and nothing. There's no story to it. Like,
yeah, it's
just the spheres killing people and him trying to kill the spheres. Like,
it seemed to almost like they were directed, like they were trying to get you to think that maybe it was all just happening inside of Reggie's head, like he was a demented old man, and maybe the whole thing was just in his head. Like, maybe he was just his imagination.
I didn't get that at all.
No, I think that's one. I think it's just two or three things going on at once.
Yeah, I think it's just he's just
or him jumping around somehow.
He's just one of the only people that can somehow his consciousness can travel through these different dimensions. So he's seeing and remembering.
The first 3.
What did you give this?
Forget this one. I didn't give it nothing yet. I would 4.
Sure.
I had fun with it. You're right. There isn't. I mean, there's a story, but it's really disjointed. You kind of
and there's no atmosphere. There's freaking atmosphere in the first one. There's cool setting. This is.
I liked the post-apocalyptic world and everything going on in there. That really reminded me of like crazy 80s with the kind of things where you have armies fighting mutated monsters in hell worlds after humanity has ruined everything. It gave me that kind of. So I like that aspect of it. The jumping is always going to be, I think, disjointed when you try to do something like that. You have one character in alternate dimensions kind of linking through. So it was a little disjointed, but I thought it was fun. I know I've watched, I don't know which ones, I know I've watched more than the first Phantasm. The first Phantasm's just the only one I remember watching. This one made me say, man, I should go back and watch the other ones again. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought,
What are you looking at?
I heard something.
I was tapping him.
Oh shit! I thought somebody was walking out the way.
so
Don't walk up on me, motherfucker.
so yeah, it's pretty out there and gets a little slow here and there and disjointed, but I had fun and I gave it a 7.
Yeah. All right.
7.
7. It made me want to go back and watch the other ones.
Wow.